Well, they done it again, everyone. CBS done did it again and blocked a Twin Peaks video that I was trying to put out. Hello, everyone. George Ray, all things Lynchian. You know the fucking drill by now. This would be a different kind of video. Ranting, rambling, not so much raving. Just really pissed off at something that conspired. Maybe not conspired, but happened. Something is happening. Something did happen to one of my videos, and it's all CBS's fault. You know CBS, the great people at CBS, the wonderful creative minds at CBS that have their dirty little fingers on Twin Peaks. Yes, CBS have their hands on Twin Peaks, and they're fucking it up. They're fucking it up for the fans. They're fucking it up for all of us. I've fucking had it, so I don't know what this video is going to be, but I'm very upset, and I feel like I need to call them out on their bullshit, and I think a lot of other people should too. So anyways, let's back it up. Let me give you some context as to what happened, how it happened, why it happened, things of that nature. So to put simply, I've been wanting to do a video series of Twin Peaks. This is something I attempted last year with a video series I was calling Twin Peaks Tuesdays, where every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, I was going to drop a video talking about Twin Peaks. The episodes mainly, I was starting with season 1 and was going to continue from there. So I got to the third or the second episode. I consider it the third. Most everyone else considers it the second. CBS, I think, considers it the second. How they number their wacky episodes, whatever. The pilot episode's the first episode. I don't care. Let's just get on with it. Okay. So when I got to that particular episode, I was met with a copyright claim, which I'm used to. I really don't make any money off this channel. I don't really ever expect to unless I set up some kind of Patreon situation if I get a few thousand subscribers. Who knows how that's going to happen. I'm just kind of taking this video by video, as you can tell. So basically, they put a copyright claim on that video from last year, Twin Peaks Tuesdays, on the Xander Skill to Catch a Killer episode. It's a great episode. First episode of the Black Lodge, the Man from Another Place, all that fun stuff, and Cooper's Dream. But besides the point, it got copyright claim. It had a worldwide block for a few days. So you put your time and energy and so much effort into these videos, try to express your opinion and try to come across. And there's a big process to making these videos. I know it doesn't seem like much, but for me, I really try to put a lot of editing and I try to put a lot of premeditative thought into when I'm writing my scripts and, trying to articulate how I feel about whatever episode. But basically last year that was, put a claim on it and it blocked it. And then I won that dispute. It took 30 days, but I won that dispute. After that series of events from last year in 2019, I know it feels like we've led 20 years since 2019. I was very inspired in continuing the series of Twin Peaks Tuesday. So I put a hold on it. I took a breather, and after the last few months, I've been kind of wanting to return to it, maybe repackage it, maybe restart it in a way. A lot of this was when I actually visited Snoqualmie last year. I went to a lot of the filming locations of Twin Peaks and definitely took a lot of footage, and that kind of reinvigorated my love for Twin Peaks. I've definitely had my fair share of Twin Peaks fatigue of watching the series, discussing the series. And the community in general, especially on Twitter, got a little toxic after a while, and it just became less fun. And so I went back to re-watching the Twin Peaks Tuesdays videos I did make last year and kind of reinvigorated my passion for it a little bit. It's like, you know what? It was unfortunate what happened, what transpired between CBS's copyright claim and block. Why don't we just give it another go and just try to deal with the bullshit as we go along? And that was my attitude, and I wasn't expecting it to be problem or issue free or have any roadblocks. So for the last 2 weeks, I was reworking that series as Twin Peaks Reflections, not making it on a certain day like Tuesday, just kind of going at it as I go along. Only when I'm feeling like I want to talk about Twin Peaks, because I've been on Twin Peaks burnout for quite a while over the last few years or so. And so that was kind of my attitude going in. I knew there were going to be issues and roadblocks along the way with CBS. And so that was kind of my mindset. So I wouldn't get disappointed, even though I was putting a lot of work on repurposing the first video on the pilot. So I decided to re-record the audio from the initial script I wrote back in 2019 and combining and adding a few things. Originally, the pilot was split up into 3 different videos, including some commentary on the international pilot and the alternate ending. And so I decided to mash them all together together and kind of create just one longer video on the pilot. Granted, I really wanted to do this back in April during the 30th anniversary of Twin Peaks and of the pilot episode. Unfortunately, that just did not work out because of time and I was working on other stuff. So basically, I've spent the last couple weeks re-putting it together, re-editing the video and the audio, re-recording the audio. I pretty much re-recorded my narration at least 10 times to get to the point where I was a little satisfied with it. Still not 100% with it, but that's more of an issue of how I articulate myself and how I come across, as you can probably tell, as I'm fucking ranting unscripted right now. So I spent the last 2 weeks really working hard on it, really like putting my effort on it, kind of finishing and like, you know what, I'm not really sure about this. Let me redo this part or redo that part, and kept going and going the last 2 weeks. And on Saturday, I was uploading the video to publish this past Sunday, and lo and behold, I get a worldwide block on the video from CBS. CBS, of course, did the same thing they did to me last year because I made a video talking about Twin Peaks and I use a few clips and things from the pilot, illustrating my points as I go on through the script that I wrote for the video, trying to articulate my opinion and everything I did for the pilot episode of Twin Peaks, but it got blocked, and it's very disappointing when you spent 2 weeks, when you put so much time and in between work and everything else, trying to make sure the video is coming across the way you want to and everything like that, but they blocked it. They fucking blocked it. CBS does not give a shit about the Twin Peaks fan community, and I want to come across as, oh, poor me, they blocked my video. I know that this channel is very microscopic in numbers, very small, and again, at the end of the day, it's just a YouTube video. But still, I really feel that they're very much in the wrong here. It does file under fair use because there are a lot of other Twin Peaks videos that don't even have commentary or edited. They just post up clips and scenes from different episodes and from Fire Walk With Me of Twin Peaks without any block or any probably issues. Obviously, they probably cannot be monetized. In those instances, they don't file under fair use, and they've been on YouTube for at least 10 years, going back to as early as 2007. Whether it's a song, whether it's a scene or a clip or whatever, those videos are able to exist in YouTube without any consequence, whereas I spend time, I edit, I put it all together. I edit the clips in a different way. I don't just like pull in the full clips as they're originally edited. Granted, it's not the end of the world. These problems aren't that big of a deal in the grand scope of things, but I'm very passionate about everything I do creatively, and I love Twin Peaks. I'm coming into this channel as a fan of David Lynch. I love his films, I love his work, I love his YouTube channel, and I love Twin Peaks. I just feel like this is very aggressive and this is very kind of bullying because I'm just trying to express my viewpoint on Twin Peaks with using a few different scenes to illustrate those points, and those file heavily under fair use. A lot of different review channels, whether it's either movies or television shows or episodes or whatever, file under fair use, and it is a big deal on YouTube. There have been a lot of cases, a lot of bullshit copyright claims that go throughout YouTube. There's a lot of other better videos explaining fair use. I'm just kind of going at this as I'm learning. You can find other great videos under fair use. I'll actually link one or two in the description of this video. And so, as you can tell, I'm pretty pissed off. I'm pretty frustrated at the situation. I'm not really surprised, but at the same time, I'm just very fed up, especially with CBS. And this kind of brings upon more general feelings I have of how CBS is treating Twin Peaks and treating the community of Twin Peaks. What do you think the community of Twin Peaks on Twitter or on YouTube or other social media has become toxic? There's a lot of different kind of cliques. It feels all like high school, like any other fandom. It's going to have its toxicity aspects to it, and people are going to have this bullshit authoritative kind of approach to saying, oh, well, you're not a true fan. I watched the series, I watched Twin Peaks when it first aired on ABC, or you know, I kept it alive, you know, I'm Mr. #1 Twin Peaks fan and you are not a real fan. It's all this stupid bullshit mentality that's whatever. It's definitely way more apparent in stuff like Star Wars and Star Trek. And it's kind of come in with Twin Peaks, I've noticed in the last couple years or so, since the return has aired and everything. But I just feel there have been things that CBS has been doing. So there have been certain bullying tactics. In my opinion, it's bullying. Whatever you want to think about what CBS is, if you're really a defender of CBS and you think, oh, they're just doing right by Twin Peaks, then I got nothing for you. This video is not for you. Click off now. I don't care. But they've been very aggressive lately. In the last year or so, I've noticed on other things, other developments in the news, things I didn't really comment on at the time. I wish I did. But in the larger scheme of things, I wasn't sure if it's right for me on this channel. But I feel like I want to be transparent with anyone who subscribes to me and watches my content. I feel it's very important for me to do that. So that's what I am basically here to do with this video. But they seem to be very much wanting to continue Twin Peaks as a brand, even though the return has ended. It ended 3 years ago almost in September 2017. And I've just noticed a very pathetic attempt in terms of re-merchandising things, repackaging, as you can see with the Z to A box set, which lately I feel like was a complete waste of money. I basically spent almost $200 just to get an extra little bonus disc of David Lynch working behind the scenes, which is great. I love the special features that they added, but that's it. They just completely repackaged the entire thing. But they've been doing different things. You know, they had all the kind of setup shops around. They initially released the Blu-ray, which was great. I thought that was a pretty good set for the return. You know, they had a pretty good Emmy campaign. I really feel like they were definitely snubbed a lot, but you know, Emmys and Oscars, they're all kind of stupid at the end of the day anyways. And they're just kind of continuing to branch out with the brand of Twin Peaks. And it's very much become a business where I feel like before there was this kind of passionate fan base that was kind of helping it kind of grow and sustain itself. Whether it's on YouTube channels, videos talking about Twin Peaks, articles, the Twin Peaks festivals, which were kind of shut down by CBS, which is complete bullshit because I feel like, if anything, the festivals of Twin Peaks, since its cancellation back in 1991, I feel like those festivals kind of came about and were really keeping the brand, keeping Twin Peaks alive for everyone. And even if you consider it a good community or not a good thing, it was very responsible for keeping interest in Twin Peaks, keeping it alive for everyone and the fans. It was such a beautiful thing. I really feel like that's what Twin Peaks was all about. And that's what David Lynch is about. You know, he says any creative person is a friend of mine or whatever. And I don't know how much influence he has or how much ownership he actually has at Twin Peaks. I really hope that he doesn't have much of a say or decision of how they're treating the Twin Peaks fan base, because at the end of the day, it just seems like complete bullshit. It seems like complete and utter fucking bullshit. And he definitely had a distaste of working with Showtime, which is a network that has a lot of fucking controversies of sex scenes and actresses and things like that. But Mark Frost even said that, you know, the main reason it was coming back is because of the fans, you know?
What's great about it is it's a show that was driven by fan interest initially, and it's the fans who've kept it alive all these years. Through the internet, through DVDs, and finally with online streaming, we owe them a big debt of gratitude because they kept the flame burning.
You know, we bought the DVDs, we watched it on Netflix, we posted about it, we interacted about it. You know, we are all responsible for Twin Peaks coming back, and now CBS is just exploiting that for everyone. You know, with their bullshit events, with their bullshit fucking repackaging of the same fucking show that they already repackaged that we all got in 2014, but they're going to do it again. We're going to do it again in 2 or 3 years, or hell, even next year. It'll be the new edition. You know, it's just like that fucking Simpsons episode with Malibu Stacy, and they repackage the same doll with a new fucking hat. It's the exact same thing CBS is fucking doing.
Don't be fooled. She's just a regular Malibu Stacy with a stupid cheap hat.
But she's got a new hat.
And it's fucking sickening. And I fucking fell for it. I'm fucking complicit or complacent or whatever. I bought the fucking Z to A set. I bought the return set or this limited series set. I bought the set back in 2014. They just want to take advantage and pump out as much fucking money from us as they possibly fucking can. Because they don't give a shit about the fans. They don't give a shit about anything. And yes, maybe I'm coming this at a very selfish angle because I fucking work my ass off on a video, which, you know, it's just a YouTube video. It's probably not that great at the end of the day. And it's just a fucking very sad and frustrating reality, and maybe it just took that to happen to me twice to really just reject the fact that CBS is this fucking us and they're fucking Twin Peaks, and I don't fucking like it. They shut down the fucking festivals. I never got to go to the UK Fest or the other fest, and I think it was in Washington. If I'm wrong, I profusely apologize if I'm wrong. And it's just cheaper ways of trying to get more money out of Twin Peaks. I mean, this bullshit event they want to put up in Graceland, Memphis, or wherever. What does that have to do with Twin Peaks? Maybe if you're doing a Wild at Heart reunion, that's remotely the closest thing to Elvis that David Lynch has ever been involved in. And now I guess there's gonna be a Wild at Heart fucking series. Like, okay, the film was fine. The film's great. Why make a series? What could you possibly do? Unless it's fucking Sailor Luna 25 years later. I just think it's just a way to repackage something. And look, I don't want to come across as I'm shitting on Lynch. I love David Lynch. I made this whole fucking YouTube channel in honor of his work because he's my favorite director. He's my favorite fucking filmmaker. Mulholland Drive is my favorite film of all time, not just my favorite Lynch film. And it's just like, it's cheap fucking craftsmanship. They don't give a shit about the series. They'll repackage it and try to sell it to you and exploit your fucking money any way that they possibly can. Because at the end of the day, it's a fucking business. And it's very much the same thing as Disney owning Star Wars and Marvel and everything else. It's that fucking pathetic. And I'm just as pathetic for falling for their bullshit. It's just completely frustrating. I don't want to support them. I don't want to support anything that they come out with. Even if Twin Peaks does continue, which if it does would be a very strange occurrence, but stranger things have happened, I suppose. But I really don't want to support them anymore. If they come out with new Blu-ray sets or 4K sets, I don't care. If there's any extra special features, I'll catch them on YouTube because they basically come up there eventually anyways. I don't want to buy their official merchandise. I don't want to even be excited about anything that they'll release. Even if it's fucking deleted scenes or whatever. It's just not worth it to me anymore. I love David Lynch and I still love Twin Peaks. Despite all the bullshit that CBS just tries to ruin the experience of Twin Peaks, at the end of the day, Twin Peaks and every Lynch film has a very personal resonance for me. I have a personal takeaway from everything he's worked on, and no matter what corporate bullshit they try to pull, it's not going to ruin it. I want to continue making videos about Lynch and his work. I want to continue making videos of Twin Peaks, and I will be doing my Twin Peaks Reflection series, and whatever fucking bullshit copyrights throw my way, I'll find a way to make it work, even if I don't use any clips or music. I will remix the music. I will change the pitch on the audio. There's only so many fucking ways they can do it. And really, it's just an automated system of YouTube. I know the same thing happened to Joe Bacco from Lost in the Movies in his new series on season 3, video essays he's working on. He's got met with a copyright strike, and his videos are still up. And from just checking, the block on the video is gone. It was for only a few days, but the dispute is still active for the next 30 days. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep the video on there, but I'll probably publish it in the next couple days or so. I know this is a really off-the-wall ranting video. I'm not trying to come across as a angry fanboy. I just feel like CBS needs to be called out on their shit. I think more of us should do it because they don't know what they have. They're completely alienating the entire fan base. And I should have spoke up when they shut down the festivals. I want to support the fans. I want to support the community of Twin Peaks, not CBS, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And with anything, hopefully all their event plans will be canceled and their event will never happen because of the coronavirus and the pandemic and everything. Not saying it's a good thing, but I just really feel like they dropped the ball and they're fucking with the fans, just like Disney fucks with the fans of Star Wars and so on and so forth. And CBS, of course, they're fucking fans of Star Trek, so it shouldn't come as a surprise that they're just fucking with the fans and the community of Twin Peaks. And yeah, I'm just a guy on the internet who wants to make Twin Peaks videos expressing what they mean to me and what I think about them. And I'll just have to do it in a different way. And I accept the challenge. I accept the fucking challenge. So anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you could tolerate the entire thing, then bless you. I think that's great. But yeah, and I really want to keep doing this channel. I still really believe in this channel. I want to keep making videos, and I'm trying to get better at being more consistent with it. Obviously, it's been a few weeks because I was working on the Twin Peaks Reflections videos, and hopefully I can keep that up and have it stay up and continue that series. It's probably not going to be very consistent. It will be consistent, but I don't want to just do Twin Peaks on this channel. I want to talk about Lynch's other films, and I have a lot to say about a lot of his movies, especially Mulholland Drive. So I'll definitely be kind of doing that in between, maybe doing Twin Peaks videos. And hopefully I won't come into too many other bad issues with CBS or with Twin Peaks or whatever. But thank you for watching this video. We are almost to 200 subscribers. I know that's still a low number considering YouTube standards. But if you like the videos and like what I've been doing, just feel free to subscribe. Share the videos, like the videos, comments. I love interacting. You can find me on Twitter at @Lynchian or at Georgetown Ray. All that stuff will be in the description. And I hope you stick around, and I hope together we can build a really great Lynchian community. So this is George Ray, all things Lynchian. Until next time, let's not take any bullshit from CBS. All right, I'll see you guys